In the early 1800s, rubber was a fascinating yet frustrating material. It stretched easily, but melted into sticky goo in the summer and cracked in the winter. Inventors tried everything to make it stable, but nothing worked for long. It was a wonder with no practical use. Then came Charles Goodyear, a man so obsessed with rubber that it nearly ruined his life. After hearing about its potential, he dedicated himself to improving it. He experimented with every chemical he could find: magnesia, turpentine, nitric acid, even boiling it with glue. Nothing gave him the durable, weatherproof rubber he dreamed of. One day, he learned that another inventor, Nathaniel Hayward, had used sulfur to make rubber less sticky. Goodyear began experimenting with sulfur too, mixing it into his batches of rubber. But the results were still inconsistent, and his workbench littered with failures. Then came the accident that changed everything. In 1839, while working in his kitchen-turned-laboratory, Goodyear accidentally dropped a piece of rubber mixed with sulfur onto a hot stove. Instead of melting, it charred slightly, but when he peeled it off, he realized it hadn't lost its elasticity. In fact, it had become tougher, more resilient, and unaffected by temperature. That simple spill on a hot surface revealed what chemistry alone couldn't. Heat transformed the rubber. Goodyear repeated the experiment, adjusting the temperature and sulfur ratio until he could recreate the effect. What he had stumbled upon was the process of vulcanization, named after Vulcan, the Roman god of fire. Vulcanized rubber was revolutionary. It didn't melt in heat or crack in cold. It stretched, rebounded, and resisted wear. For the first time, rubber could be used for shoes, tires, hoses, machine parts, virtually every industry that required flexibility and strength. Goodyear patented his process in 1844, but fortune didn't follow fame. He spent years in lawsuits defending his idea from imitators and rival inventors. Despite creating a billion-dollar industry, he died in debt, never seeing the wealth his discovery generated. Yet his accidental discovery became one of the cornerstones of modern manufacturing. From car tires to medical equipment, sports gear to seals and gaskets, vulcanized rubber holds our world together in ways we rarely think about. All because one man dropped a piece of rubber on a hot stove and saw opportunity in a mistake.